What's going on, everybody? Today is... Oh, Corey's back sideways.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
turn it. There you go. Nat, back again.
Well, this is the wrong way for me, but that's fine.
Can you still read it? Just
Yeah,
go.
it's fine.
All right. Today is Thursday, December 19th. Bowl season is upon us. It's the best time of year. Holiday season, no work. Well, that was supposed to start next week for me, but I've been sick, so I'm still sick right now. I'm battling. I got a sore throat. This water bottle right here is filled with like 140-degree water. And if I don't drink some of it like every 5 minutes, then my throat just hurts like fucking crazy. Especially when I talk, this is gonna be a problem. But yeah, I've been battling. I sucked last week on my picks too, so it's really just been a struggle. But like I said, bowl season is the best. We got the full NFL schedules, and then there's just random dumbass bowls on every week or every day. So, exciting times. Is there anything anybody wants to complain about from their recent lives before we get started?
No.
Everything's perfect.
Other than I have to make a 17-hour drive back to Pennsylvania tomorrow. We're going straight from Tampa to DC to pick my brother up at the airport. Like just stopping at a diner at like 1 a.m. for coffee and maybe some food, and then doing the rest.
Are you?
But I got to be home for Penn State's playoff game.
Are you doing the night driving?
Huh?
Are you doing the night driving, or how are you splitting up the drive?
We're totally gonna share the driving. I think I'm gonna try to take a nap with my eyes open and drinking coffee at the diner, and then I'm gonna hop in and do the second half. So
yeah, just do the eyes open nap while you're driving. That'll work.
Yeah.
You might.
What are you driving? Your truck, or are you driving lunch?
Yeah. Driving the truck because we're bringing a bunch of stuff in the back, but it might be like a little The Office thing if I have my sunglasses on. I'd be like, whoa, I was asleep just then.
You might be safer with you driving asleep.
That's
Anyway.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
All right. But yeah, so for college football this week, we're gonna draft bowl games. This was a Maglio original here.
Yes, sir.
So we're each gonna take 3. You know what I just realized, Mag, this is a great time to spin the wheel.
Dude. Yes. Why are we spinning a wheel for this shit?
We could spin the wheel for order for sure. But yeah, so we're just gonna each pick like some of our favorite bets. You can't pick a game that somebody else picked just so that we kind of cover a bunch of shit. But yeah, let me pull up a wheel here, and I think I could share my screen.
So we are making a pick. It's not just.
Yeah, you're not just talking about the game. Oh my god, I forgot. You guys are gonna love this. Can we give you 1 second? Oh fuck! Do I share my screen?
I'm looking at
bowl names. Who fucking let Lockheed Martin sponsor a bowl?
That was one of mine.
Dude, Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. I still don't know who the fuck's playing in it because it says presented by Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop, and it has no team names in the fucking title.
How much do you think it costs to sponsor a bowl? Like Kinder's chocolate eggs are sponsoring a fucking bowl.
I forgot that I had this. I haven't used this in a while. You see it, Core?
Oh yeah, I see it.
That's my dad. That's a picture of my dad. It looks like he's about to blow up the Twin Towers. But he's actually he's actually Italian. All right. Fucking mic in my hand. All right, first pick.
Shades of skin.
I think I have it set to like it matches the color in the middle.
Not really. Not
It's
really.
supposed to be like Pantones of this.
Is it spinning super slowly? Or you
Yeah, it's
haven't?
supposed to. I haven't spun it yet. I haven't spun it
Oh,
yet. It
I
just
was so
naturally does it.
I just got back here. I was so confused.
All right, so this is for first pick. Well, I guess we'll snake it. So first pick
Don't get
is
lost.
Mags,
Oh, let's go.
then me,
Oh man.
then Eric. Wow, that's the fucking order I put everybody in. And then Corey's last.
Hell yeah!
All right, let's
Oh, I
stop
get the
sharing.
snake.
You do, and then you get the Mr. Irrelevant. All right, Mags.
Yep.
Take us
All right, I
off.
won one pick. Controversial one here. Hold on, I have them written down. Let me scroll to it. Where to go? Sorry, this bad podcasting here. Give me one. There it is.
Oh my
The
God.
Kinder's Texas Bowl. I'm taking that one off the board. That is LSU versus Baylor on New Year's Eve.
And what do you got?
Oh, you want to know my pick too?
Yes, sir.
LSU -1.
Wait, isn't the point to get the pick?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be interesting because a billion people are transferring. Not really players that matter, but
Yeah.
for some reason the thing that popped in my head is it the guy who's right behind Nussmeier at LSU that is in the portal now?
Yeah, maybe.
And we'll talk about. I mean, we're not probably going to pick Penn State, but the Bo stuff. But anyway,
Oh, you guys aren't going to pick Penn State? What the fuck? We can pick college football playoff games, right?
Sure.
Oh, oh, I thought we weren't.
I'm
That's
on my
fine then.
list.
I did not consider
Okay,
those.
I
You know what? Then no,
won't
we
pick one.
can't.
My 1-1 or my 1-2, I guess, was going to be Clemson plus 11.5, but I will not pick that. I'll stay away. I'm going to go with it's not New Year's 6 anymore because there's like garbage ones after New Year's, but it is the Citrus Bowl still. I'm going to go with the Citrus Bowl. I'm going to take South Carolina minus 9.5 against Illinois at Camping World Stadium. I think this is in Orlando. I think this is like a Disney property.
It's a Cheez-It Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, South Carolina was red fucking hot to end the season, and I feel like bubble teams are going to really want to smush whoever they're playing to be like, see, we should have been in the playoffs. So that's my pick. SC.
SEC Lou.
All right. Well,
That's what they say.
I'm gonna take It's me, right? I'm next.
Yes.
I'm gonna take the Gasparilla Bowl, which is
That was
Florida,
my next one.
Florida versus Tulane, and I want to take Tulane plus 10.5 just to bring the numbers down on the SEC wins in there. There's some other bowls in there that I feel like the SEC is going to kind of run shit. Like one that might be my pick, so I'm not going to say it, but yeah, I like Tulane in that. It'll also just be kind of a fun team to see, like Tulane beat Florida in a bowl game. Be
Yeah.
interesting. So
You know where Tulane is located, Eric?
Alabama,
No.
No, it's New Orleans, right?
Yep.
is it New Orleans? That's
Yep.
pretty close. That was pretty close.
Yeah, I'd take. Yeah, I mean the
Eric,
South.
that was my next pick and the side I was going to take too.
Hey, nice. Is there another random school that's in Alabama that I'm thinking of? Toledo's,
UAB.
Ohio.
UAB.
Well, yeah, but that's yeah. Anyway,
Auburn.
well, yeah.
UAB
right.
wasn't random enough. I feel
Corey
like
for
they're
two
kinda...
here. Are we doing? We're doing the snake.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yes, Corey's got
snaking,
two.
baby. I didn't look up the dates for these because I'm throwing this together last minute, but I have Arkansas -2 over Texas Tech in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl.
Mhm.
That's my first pick. And I got Bowling Green -7 in the Ventures Bowl. That's
There you
my
go.
second pick. Bang, bang. Don't have much to say about that. I've just gone down looking at shit and I said, fuck it.
Bowling Green, they have a great tight end.
They have a pretty good tight end, second best in the country. More of a wide receiver, but he's, tight end.
He'd go great on the Steelers.
Go.
All right, Ezric.
I just found out who's playing in this bowl. because I really badly wanted to pick it. I'm picking the. Wait, did I lose it now? I'm picking the Snoop Dogg Bowl off of
All right.
names. It is the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl presented by Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop, and it took me forever to find out that it's Colorado State versus Miami of Ohio. We're gonna go over 42.5.
That's just the whoever the fuck, because that's the one that Barstool used to sponsor.
Is
So
it?
they were just like, fuck, we don't have Barstool anymore.
I'm just kidding.
I was.
Because Barstool used to
Yeah.
broadcast it too. So who does Snoop have a
They only
broadcasting
had it for
company?
like 1 year, right?
I can't believe
two.
he's done. They do a bowl game like every year, right? But it was in Arizona once or twice or whatever.
It was the Arizona Bowl for I think 2 years, and now they don't. I don't think.
Yeah, it is the Arizona Bowl, but it comes up as Snoop Dogg, whatever. So
yeah, no, I'm just saying Barstool used to sponsor that one, and they don't
Yeah.
anymore. And now it's just a fucking human being. It's the
he's just
sponsor.
done everything. Snoop
He
Dogg.
is.
Dude, he has an elf on a shelf now.
Oh my god.
Snoop on
the
Stoop. Yeah.
Snoop on the stoop. Is that what you said?
Snoop on a Stoop, I believe, is the name of it. Yeah.
Ah, damn. I was hoping that I came up with that
Damn.
off the cuff, but
Alas.
alas.
That's
I
a
mean,
great
for my
holiday
own-
thing. Is I have a lot of 50-plus-year-old white female relatives that think Snoop Dogg is just the fucking man. They love Snoop Dogg.
Merry
It's like
Christmas.
reminding me that Martha Stewart has like more felonies than Snoop Dogg. It feels like it has like racist undertones when he says it, but just every time he reminds me of it, and I'm like,
It's just because
Yeah.
they're boys.
yeah, I mean, they are. Martha Stewart's a
right.
bitch, bad bitch.
Yeah, she is actually. All right, my next pick. I'm going the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Oh,
I'm going Miami -3 versus Iowa State. I feel like Iowa State is like a team that, because they might win the Big 12, people are trying to convince themselves that they were good. But I feel Miami just has to fucking roll them, don't they? I don't even know if Cam Ward's fucking
Yeah.
playing. But
I was just gonna ask if he's playing. Yeah.
at -3, there's no fucking way he's playing this game, actually. But also, this is also Camping World Stadium. I'm just addicted to Camping World Stadium, I guess. But I'm also really mad that we didn't just get Miami against. Oh no! Oh, Corey!
Disaster. Disaster. This is a catastrophe right now.
I'm really mad we didn't get Miami against one of the SEC bubble teams. But then I was thinking about it more, and that's so calculated because they definitely don't want to. Like, if they do that and Miami like crushes Alabama, then they were very wrong. And this, it's still subjective, guys. So
there you go.
yeah, Pop-Tarts Bowl, Miami -3.
So my first pick, I get 2 here. My first pick is going to be the
Thanks for letting us know.
DirecTV Holiday Bowl. I'm going to take Washington State +14 against Syracuse. I think Syracuse is a better team, but 2 touchdowns feels like a lot for an 8-4 team. So, yes, Lewis.
That one's at Snapdragon Stadium. What the fuck is that?
I mean, yeah.
What is
Where
that?
the fuck is that? Isn't the Holiday Bowl Arizona too?
I should know this because Pitt plays in it like every other year, but I don't know.
All right. You fact check where that is. I'm going to give my second pick as you're checking where the Snapdragon Stadium is. So my second pick, I'm just taking this one because, as the Yankees fan here, I gotta rep my boys. No one else's team is hosting a bowl here. I just want that for the record. The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. Nebraska is -2.5 against BC. I'm going to take BC. I just think they're the better team. And I think Dylan Raiola is a little overrated, and he looks a little too much like Patrick Mahomes. So BC +2.5.
I'm surprised they, being the only MLB stadium that hosts a bowl game in the offseason with all that extra money, they couldn't land Juan Soto.
Juan Soto, we don't know his official age. I think people should look into Juan Soto's age more just in case. And we should also look into his past history. He may have some sort of criminal record, just for the record.
There's been people that have duped the MLB from faulty birth certificates before, so
Albert
That's
Pujols.
Albert
Pujols.
Pujols,
People asked.
100%.
Albert Pujols for sure. Miguel Tejada, I think, confirmed maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't he pretty much say it?
I think he did. Yeah,
That he was like, he didn't know what they put on it, but he like knew that's not how old he was.
Yeah.
He's just like, fuck it. Because Albert Pujols is just a grown ass man at 19, being just the best player in the National League.
That guy had a crazy goatee at like 20.
Right.
That's a 30-year-old. That's a
Juan
30-year-old
Soto's-
facial
Juan
hair.
Soto's gut he was repping at Citi Field was not the gut of a
Yeah.
26-year-old man. That's all I gotta say. All right. Next game,
Sorry.
Yeah. Snapdragon Stadium's in San Diego, by the way.
of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah. So I had a couple more that I had ranked above this one, but I got a rep. I don't know if the line has moved at all because I got this a couple days ago, but I have no idea what the game above sports bowl could possibly be. But it's Pitt
I was
it's,
looking at that game.
It's Pitt
I
and
was
Toledo. And I'm gonna go Pitt -7. I feel like since we've been okay since I've been an alumni, but really since I started college, we've been very bad in bowl games. But I'm just gonna ride with the squad with all the fucking craziness going on. If we can't beat fucking Toledo by a touchdown, Jesus Christ. That's
Nice.
my pick.
I have been going off of name vibes essentially for this, and I think my next pick is going to have to be the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
Hold on.
It is. I'm going with what? Hold on for
I
what?
just picked that.
Did you?
Yeah,
Why didn't you say Bad Boy Mowers?
I did. I said the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. Yeah, it's the full name.
I'll be honest. That's 100% on me. When Mags talks, I don't typically listen at all. So we'll go next to. I hope no one said it. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Fresno State versus NIU.
Oh, had it on my list.
Those who the guys who defeated Notre Dame, and to make it even funnier that Notre Dame lost to them, I'm gonna take Fresno State plus 2.5. I would love for NIU to get defeated in the.
I was looking at that
Potato
too.
Bowl.
All right, this is me wrapping it up, right?
Yep.
All
Big
right,
bang
I
here.
got Alabama -11 in the Relia Quest Bowl. I do actually think Alabama needs to win this game more than Michigan does, even though bowl games don't really matter
Michigan
anymore.
already won their bowl game.
They already won their bowl game. Alabama fans are fucking pissed off right now. I think they actually need to win this game.
Yeah.
As much
It's-
as it doesn't matter.
It's fucking insane that one of Bama or Michigan is going to lose the Relia Quest Bowl. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Playing in the Rose Bowl.
Yep.
God
Yep,
damn.
exactly. So I think Alabama just needs it more -11. Michigan still isn't good.
Yeah. They won the
and
Super
so-
Bowl last week. They're in the
Yeah,
offseason right now. It
Yeah,
doesn't
they're
matter.
done. They're over. They're coasting here.
They're trying on their Jordans and
Yep.
whatever they do in Michigan.
That was stressful for me.
The other thing I want to mention, the Alamo Bowl is fucking BYU and Colorado. They're both in the same conference. I don't know
Yeah,
why
I
they're playing a
hate
bowl
that.
game against each other.
I saw that. I hate that. Why? That's so stupid.
Wait.
I forgot they're.
Did
I
you pick-
glanced right past that. Forgot they're in the same conference.
Did you pick the Alamo Bowl, Corey?
No, I just wanted to tag that on since
Are we
we're done.
You
Wait,
get two, right, Corey?
Didn't I pick
You're
three?
doing three.
games?
I thought we
Yeah,
were just picking 3.
Doing three.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Well, then I have a comment on Alamo
Yeah,
Bowl.
go
I
on.
have a comment. I think it should always have to be a team from Texas versus. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, we don't have Mexican collegiate D1 teams, but a team from Texas versus a team from New Mexico. Every
Yeah,
time.
that should be. I was gonna say a team with a Hispanic quarterback, but
The Raging Cajuns.
yeah, that would have been my next pick. Is I would have picked Colorado -3. in that
The
game.
original never forget.
I was going to go for
Virginia Tech plus 6.5.
I told you that when I go on work trips, I usually bring back Lexi like some little thing from the town that I'm in, and she likes most of the gifts. And then I came back from San Antonio with a Davy Crockett hat. She was pissed.
Davy Crockett was my hero when I was like 6.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
king of the wild frontier.
Yep.
You can't replicate that. All right. Anything else on Bulls before we do some NFL?
It's going to be ridiculously cold for all the teams going up north for this first round of the playoffs, and I'm excited about it, but I feel like it's not going to be crazy exciting for some of the games.
I think the only two that would be affected would honestly be Tennessee and SMU, though. Indiana plays in the cold.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, as far as points going on, isn't it going to be like in the 20s in State College? They're
Yeah.
actually anticipating significantly less people in the stadium. I mean, all the kids are
fan
home for
base.
winter break, and then it's going to be super cold.
I saw hotel prices are fucking insane. Like $3,000.
Yeah, $3,000 for like a Holiday Inn. It's nuts.
Yeah.
This entire college football playoff thing has just been a disaster. Like, and not only the fact that most universities, the students are not going to be in session for the actual game, but also the transfer portal being open and playoff teams losing players for these games. I saw like a report today that there is one team that is like actively having to pay their players extra to not transfer out during the like college football playoff. Like it's such a mess, and they need to stop pretending like these guys are actually students and just treat them like employees, because if they do, this could be so much easier.
Well, they had Kirk Herbstreit on Pardon My Take, and he was talking about stuff where like the NFL has more control because they're, contractually obligated to do a bunch of different things as far as finishing out the season, or they forfeit certain whatever, and they're going to have to start putting that into these NIL agreements, like forfeiting money. The Bo Prabula thing, I do feel bad for him. Like the timeline just sucks. He does have to get out ahead of it. There's only so many spots for the quarterback position in different schools. And then, what?
He also
Sorry,
plays.
the Phillies just signed Max Kepler. Fucking.
Well,
stop the bot.
I actually would have liked him to be a Pirate.
I
just don't know why we need him.
Herbie was saying, like, I don't know why he felt the need to leave the team. He could say that he's in the portal and then stick around, but one, he has to check out these schools, and two, James Franklin and most coaches in college right now have a rule that if you enter the portal, you're not part of the team anymore, because that's kind of cancerous, whatever. And I feel like you can't, as much as the kid likes the program, because he's a Pennsylvania kid, grew up around us, like, you can't change the rules for somebody just because they're leaving on good terms. So as soon as you're in the portal, you're technically off. Well, you are off Penn State's team. And then also Joel Klatt, fuck you. I started out the year liking him, and I thought his podcast is fun, like interesting, whatever. He sits there by himself, doesn't riff with anybody. I liked it. He's being such a crybaby fuck right now.
The entire Big Noon broadcast can fucking suck my ass.
Dude, oh my god, crazy.
Joel Klatt can suck my fucking dick. They're a bunch of fucking cocksuckers.
Yeah, the clip is brutal. It was like, oh, shocking! You can do a whiteout at noon. I think he's just getting hurt. He's letting it get to him that everyone hates Big Noon kickoff. Everybody does. If it's a big game,
do it at noon, Joel Klatt, you fucking mother. All right.
That's a clip.
Well,
not Joel.
You can do it at noon. No one ever said we can't do it at noon. It's just way worse than at 7 p.m.
Yeah,
we can, and you don't want to.
Yeah,
they always talk about atmosphere. It's like it's a pretty significant change. We'll just make that the clip, Lewis, and then at Joel Klatt, see if Max can get under his skin a little bit. Can't be scared of anybody named Joel.
I feel like he is definitely the kind of guy who would address such a comment. Where he'd just stop in the middle of a rant about Penn State and he'd say, "And can I just say this Mags guy?" And then he'd just go into it.
I never said I was coming at
What
you.
does he think that Penn State brings to the table?
He's clearly listening. So
yeah. All right.
Drew is back. That's it. I'm done.
NFL time here. Last week, like I said, I mean, Eric, unbelievable, 13-3 last week. Mags 9-7. Corey 7-9. I was 5-9. Sorry, that's the wrong number.
Lost $100.
I was 5-11. My bad.
Wait, I was 7-9.
You sure were.
I did not think it was that good. Felt a lot worse than that when it was happening.
I can't believe that I was 13-3 and lost a significant amount of my account on the weekend.
I had a bad fucking day.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was 5-11 is what I was. It was that first. I was getting like mad at you guys, Eric and Mags, because I mean we're so locked in, locked in. Jesus fucking Christ, we're in lockstep in the standings. We're all so close, and you guys just. We were all pretty close to 500, like entering the witching hour, and everything flipped to you guys and away from me. And I think at some point, Eric was like, "Of course, the fucking Dolphins," and I was like, "Dude, every other game has gone away from me and to you. So can you please fucking stop talking?"
But that's my own team, so and I picked him for the dick pics, so
yeah. Which
Yeah,
don't worry, I
have-
fucking killed it too.
I have something to address about
11.
I've stayed away from picking the Steelers in the dick picks, even though they've been incredible against the spread this year. And the fucking nerve to put the Dolphins in it.
That's a good point.
You
I'm
guys
just
have
kidding.
bet against the Dolphins enough in the dick picks that I think I deserve to throw one on the whole year. And
I bet the Dolphins
Mags.
all the fucking time, to my detriment.
Well, then why do I get in trouble?
This feels like it's directed at me.
It is directed at you.
And you know what? I'll do it again.
I just want to say I had to play my ass off. I had to pick my ass off in this week to separate myself from being in last place contention because Florida's getting rid of the hub. So I would have had to be
Yeah. Fucking printouts.
You would have to go off memory.
draw pictures on a sketchbook.
I saw it. That is crazy.
North Carolina already did.
And Texas.
What do
What
you
do you do?
Max?
For like a year.
Like this.
Yeah. You look at your
Is
best.
it-
Oh.
This is fucking Bible instead, brother.
Is everything gone or just the hub?
Oh,
I don't know.
Pretty much everything.
Oh,
Also, it is kind of hilarious, like the
What a
message
country.
that pops up, I've heard at least, when you're in a place that hasn't gone. It's like the hub communities, like, we're sorry, the leaders in your state have...
I can show you it on my phone.
Yeah,
man.
read it.
Just go to Pornhub.com.
They act like it's some like thing that's for the good of society that these horrible people at the top are barring you from, and we need to revolt. It's crazy.
It's basically just this long thing of text.
oh my
that's
God.
It's too much reading.
your elected officials are requiring you to verify your age before allowing you to access the website. They disagree with it, so we're just going to shut the
Wait,
website
so you
down.
can just verify?
Wait.
Do you have to like make an account?
They disagree with them asking you to verify your age,
Yeah,
so they just get rid
Pornhub
of it.
said, we disagree, therefore we're just going to take it away entirely. You can't upload your ID. You just can't use it at all.
I'm anti-hub now.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's on the hub.
Yep.
That is on the hub.
Yeah.
It has been
What are they-
asking me if I'm 18.
Mine does that too, but just yes.
Yeah. easiest
like-
pop-up click I've ever done.
You ever see
Quickest
the
too.
thing-
I know it's coming. I'm bam.
You ever see the thing on Twitter where it's like it's from like a girl's perspective, and she's like, begged my boyfriend to go to this place and he didn't want to, and now we're going and he's mad, so I don't even want to go, and we're both mad. That's exactly what they're doing. It's just like, just
That's also that's a known Corey move as well.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It is in my bag, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. The overall standings, we've got Corey at 57.9%, Eric 55.4%, Mags 54.3%, and I'm at 52.1%. It feels over. It was, I mean, Mags 2 weeks ago 11-2. Now this past week, Eric 13-3, and then a fucking 5-11 from me, and all of a sudden I've started really strategizing for this 6-12, 18,
and you said you're
24.
still over 50%.
Yeah, I'm 52.1. I mean,
that's disheartening.
I was climbing. I was doing so fucking good.
So, is this through the regular season or through the playoffs?
Yeah, this has to be discussed now.
I would say through the regular season, then the playoffs we can do something separate, because I feel like playoff betting is totally different. I feel like it should be weighed further if we're doing it.
What if we could do one where playoffs are clean slate for a new challenge, or Lewis or whoever finishes in last chooses to wager something.
Double or nothing?
But he can't go to, I guess, yeah, double or nothing would be nuts.
It might have maybe like they maybe got to take a leg from me or something. No, because I should still have to do the whole thing.
What if you lose, or whoever loses has it,
Thanks.
but then you have that punishment, but then you can phone a friend for a certain allotment of.
Oh, that's a good one.
Seems interesting.
You jerk off
Someone
3
who
times.
loses the playoff picks.
You know, the funniest part about that is I was thinking I was going to have to phone somebody to run for me. I wasn't even considering not jerking off.
I don't know. I like it. But you have to would it be that you had to win the playoff round, or?
Yeah, I think that there's yeah, so I mean part of the issue is we don't have anything for the winner for this, right? But yeah, I do think that if if I win, then maybe the last place person's punishment should be somehow tied to my challenge for losing the regular season. But if I don't win it, they should maybe just get their own individual smaller punishment. If I lose both, I don't know what the fuck. It's going to be like fucking chop my legs off or something.
I mean, I'm all in on the. I know it was my idea. I'm all in on the phone a friend thing. If you win, you get to pick anybody but the regular season winner, so that you have 2 other people to phone a friend to help you out with.
Like that, Corey?
We could do. It should be like a percentage of each of the tasks, or just like 3 actions. You can get like 1 mile, 1 wank, and 1 donut. Or all 3 miles. Or
yeah, I'll just do all 3 miles, and I think I'll still jerk off 6 times.
Yeah, we have to have some way of tracking it. Not that I don't believe in whoever loses. So you could get a big screen and just do the perspective thing, where camera's on this side, you're on the other side with a light on the other side of you.
You have to send us a picture of the napkin or toilet paper. As it just get smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Load size.
Just get a
one of them.
Oh, I know. I'll use my work phone to record my shadow. That's how I'll do it. I think that's the way that we'll figure it out.
It'll be like the day in the life vlogs of those random influencers that
rolled out of bed, hit a quick jerk, and then it's off to the races. We did 2 miles before eating our first donut and drinking a beer, and then another jerk. And then we just keep fucking going. That was the other part of it too. So is it normally in 24 hours that you have for it?
Yes.
I think.
Okay, so because we're doing half, does it have to be 12? Because that's almost like the same challenge.
I feel like
No. I give you
4?
24. 24 is fair.
Because I
That's
think
fair.
that
Still, like-
greatly
I
changes
feel like it's
it.
still the same thing because people like still. Do
Yeah,
the people
sleep.
who do the full challenge like pull an all nighter? Is that what they?
Right, you definitely have to sleep. That's just
I
what I
think-
was thinking of. Is like, could I jerk off at minute 0, and then before I go to
That's the strat. You do
Yeah.
it and then you sleep,
Yeah.
wake up, and then
right?
Then you're reloaded.
I don't know if I could jerk off 6 times in a day. I know I can jerk off 3 times 2 days in a row. That I can do. Absolutely. Absolutely I can. So
That's why I work. That's
all
why I
right. See,
work.
I told you I've been thinking a lot about this. All right, so but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We got our week 16 games. So Thursday Night Football is about a half hour in right now. I did have it on here. That was before we decided to do
7-7.
Okay.
right
And
now.
I mean, I think we all texted our picks before, so we could just do it quick. And I switched instead of what they've done lately. I switched to playoff implications for these games because there's a couple with some big ones. So, like I said, first game of the week: Broncos plus 2.5 at the Chargers. Over under, I think it's 41.5. It
41.
closed at.
Yeah.
The implications are Broncos clinch a playoff spot with a win. The Chargers would clinch with a win, and a bunch of other, basically all the in the hunt teams losing. But if they do win, they are essentially magic number is 1. So this is a big one. Chargers just got fucking smacked. Broncos just did some smacking. Feels like a great fucking time for me to go back and bet on the Chargers once again. I'm going Chargers minus 2.5, and that's that.
I went with the over tonight. I didn't, like you said, with the Chargers just getting smacked, I don't think they're like that bad of a team, like as they showed last week. The Broncos, I just don't know what to do with them every week. So I thought the over was a little low, 41.5 over. And it's off to a good start, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. But the first quarter's over, so here we
I
go.
pivoted to the over.
I also hit the over. It makes me feel nice that the updated odds or the updated total right now is 48.5. One of those things that doesn't really matter but makes you feel good.
That
I
means
looked
they
at
think
it.
you're going to win.
Yeah, I guess. That's kind of my thought too. Both of these teams are tough. I think we know that the Chargers are good, but we also know that they're one of the teams that, like, I don't really think they're a huge playoff threat. They're solid, but they're not great. And then the Broncos are like good enough with fiery, some feistiness. So I like the over at 41.5.
I just got a thing the Mags left. Let's give it a
Yeah.
sec.
Oh, there he is.
But yeah, just in all that, Mags picked the Broncos, just so you know. All right, our next game. This one is one of the Saturday games. Texans plus 3.5 at the Chiefs. Over under 42.5. The Texans won the AFC South last week. This is a big one for seeding for them. The Chiefs clinched the 1 seed with a win and a Bills loss, which I actually, there's 3 weeks left, right?
Yeah.
How do they have it over the Steelers? We play them.
Don't know.
They're 3 games up on us. We play them. That's weird. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to take the over in this game. I don't love either side. The Texans feel like they could be live in this game. They also could lose by 10. And I don't trust the Chiefs to cover. Like this feels like a game that they win by 3 or less. So despite like definitely being the better team, and really makes me not want to bet on the Texans. So I'll take the over. 42.5 isn't a huge number. And both these teams should be able to put up 21. So I'll go with that.
I'm gonna go with Texans plus 3.5 and just fading the Chiefs against the spread until they do something. Which I guess they covered last week, but I bet on them, so time to fade. I'm just going Texans plus 3.5. I don't know what's going on with Mahomes' ankle. Is he like just fine, or
I think he's
he's
just
okay.
hobbled.
he's just hobbled? Yeah, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. He shouldn't play on Christmas, probably off a short week with that going on. But I'm gonna go Texans plus 3.5.
Reminded me of that. Just made it. Well, I want to take the Chiefs because I think the Texans are just not that good. I mean, watching the Dolphins game, Tua just did whatever he could to make sure that we could not win that one. And um, but yeah, Mahomes being hurt, potentially coming out early, could be a problem. And then it also doesn't make me love the over because it's going to be probably freezing in Kansas City. And if Mahomes isn't playing, that's not awesome. But I think I'm going to take. I have Chiefs minus 3.5. I don't know what you have on the graphic, Lou, but
Yep, that's
I'm
what
going to go with the Chiefs. Yeah.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go Texans plus 3.5 in this one. Chiefs with injured Mahomes, and they just are terrible at covering this year. And the fact that they have to play again on Wednesday, Christmas Day game against the Steelers, like there's a chance the Chiefs just come out here and go down like I don't know 10-0 or something, or 7-0. They're like, you know what, like let's just rest up for this game that's in 5 more days. I get the feeling that's kind of what happened to the Steelers against the Eagles last week, and I just feel like I don't know this game really doesn't matter a ton to the Chiefs other than seeding, and I think that the health of Patrick Mahomes means more to them. So I'm going to take the plus 3.5.
Yeah. Fun fact with this one and the next one, actually. So the next one's Steelers Ravens. So these two games are both happening on Saturday, and then all 4 of these teams also play on Christmas. And then the Steelers play the Chiefs, and the Texans play the Ravens on Christmas.
It's so fucking stupid. Both of our Ravens games we then play again on a short week after playing the Ravens. It's the dumbest fucking shit
Yeah.
I've ever fucking seen scheduling wise. It's so everybody in the entire fucking football world
It's a mess.
knows what the fucking Steelers Ravens rivalry is. It's no matter what, it's always a super physical game, like hard fought, close game down to the end, and both fucking times we're playing on a short week after that. Fucking bullshit. I just hate that so much. It really sucks, especially since we're already hurt.
Yeah. All right. Steelers plus 6.5 at the Ravens. Over under 45.5. Steelers clinch the North with a win. Ravens need it to stay alive in the division. Obviously, this is also big for playoff seeding because that 5 seed going to the Texans and then playing the Chiefs, I like that a lot more than being either the 6 or the 7 and having to eventually go through Buffalo is really the reason why I wouldn't want to do that. I'm taking the Steelers. You already fucking know. I mean, we're still down Pickens. Feels like the offense definitely has big potential to be big anemic, but it's fucking plus 6.5 in a game where you could fucking clinch the division. Let's just fucking, can we at least cover, for God's sakes? I'll take the Steelers.
Yeah, same. I'm taking the Steelers. Every game, Steelers-Ravens game, the last however long it felt like has been close. Like one score, field goal game. Hopefully we can keep it to that. The George Pickens injury has just devastated the offense. I think like couldn't do anything. And it's not so much about how good he is, it's how not good the rest of our receiving group is. Because they just we got fucking Van Jefferson 50 yards downfield on 3rd and 5, throwing it up to him in triple coverage, and just it's just not a good situation after George Pickens.
That's not what football's about.
Yeah, yeah. But I'll take it. Plus 6.5. Close game. Need a win. I'm just praying this is give me the Mike Tomlin. No one expects us to win. Give me that game right here.
I'm not trying to stir the pot one bit. I didn't even realize we were going to talk about this game, so this shirt choice was completely coincidental.
You have a fucking Baltimore shirt on right now.
It was on top of my clothing pile that just came out.
And
of the
he while you were talking, he adjusted his camera so you could see it better.
Yeah, this motherfucker, man.
A Baltimore. What? Where do you buy that?
Most people
fucking Goodwill.
Baltimore, yeah. Also, just I'm doing this for you guys as a fan base of the Lurs. I'm scared of a clean sweep across the board. Everybody knows that's bad juju for everybody. I'm going to be the martyr. I guess that would be, right thing to do in this situation. So I'm going to take the Ravens minus 6.5. Hopefully send some bad juju over to Baltimore and help you guys clinch here.
All class. This guy's all class.
All
class. I'm going under in this one. I feel like the Steelers offense couldn't score with George Pickens, so against the Ravens, and they couldn't score. I mean, I don't expect either team to score a lot. So I'm seeing the total at 45.5 right now. What did you have it at, Lewis? 45.5. I mean, these games are the first team to 20. So, I feel like that's a really high number. I'm very confused by why that number is so high.
That is crazy.
And there was also a bet we were talking about earlier. I know BetMGM has it and DraftKings has it. You can bet Chris Boswell, his over-under for field goals made is 1.5. I feel like that's the easiest money you'll make all year. Chris Boswell.
I think it's already hit
field goals
days before the game. I think it's already hit.
Yeah, are you kidding me? So under 45.5 in this one. And like Lewis said, 6.5 points is a lot for a divisional game as well. So I would also like the Steelers plus 6.5 if you want to take that. But
what TJ Watt stuff? I didn't look at that.
I think he's good to go.
Yeah.
That actually would have been upsetting. No troll at all. That he's exciting to watch. Like when I watch Steelers games, it's probably the most fun part of the game.
Yeah.
So that
would I agree. There was some dickhead Eagles reporter this week that said Lane Johnson allowed this against TJ Watt, and it was a bunch of zeros, even though there's it was on camera, just right around him.
Yeah.
So Vaseline.
To Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I just, whatever.
I even remember texting you and Connor that I was just fucking ran right through Lane Johnson.
Just right.
Yeah. I know I said it. And I know it's because he very clearly did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's a monster. I think we need an all-time TJ game would go pretty crazy here.
Yeah. He is. This might be a take that I have by the end of his career, but I kind of have it right now. I think he might be one of the greatest forced fumblers of all time.
He's
might
so
be number
good at
one.
it.
He leads it by a lot since he entered the league.
Yeah. I'm not surprised by that. He does it all the time. He's never looking for just the sack.
Important one that I feel like no one actually DBs to talk about pass breakups and picks, obviously, but I feel like no one talks about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Next game, Eagles minus 3.5 at the Commanders. Over under 45.5. This is in the early slate on Sunday. The Eagles clinch the NFC East with a win. The Commanders, I feel like they need a win to kind of still feel good about that wild card race because it's really heating up. It's kind of turning into 8 teams for 7 spots. So they could really use a win here. I, however, am going to take the Eagles minus 3.5. It kind of feels like that second half for the Eagles, like on the Steelers, I know that, the Steelers are banged up and we are the kind of team that could happen to, but that second half was so fucking dominant. We called like 10 plays and had the ball for like 5 minutes, and it was just an absolute domination, like in the trenches, and just I was shitting on Saquon I was like he's MVP of like getting 4 yards, and it was a 21 play drive, 88 yards. They're just averaging 4 yards a play all the fucking way down the field. It felt like every series went to third down and they got it every fucking time. And if they feel so suffocating to where the Commanders are going to have to play perfect to win this game. And I think the sooner they stop playing perfect in the game, the more it gives the Eagles a chance to kind of clamp down and just kind of squeeze like a fucking slithery snake. So, I could also it's a division game, and I'm the one fucking picking it, so I'm sure that this could not be correct, but I'll take the Eagles minus 3.5.
Yeah, I'm on the Eagles as well here. They look like a juggernaut right now, unfortunately, which I fucking hate a lot. I don't like betting on them because I want to win my bets, but also bad things to happen to that team. It doesn't seem to be happening right now, so I think I'm just going to try to make some money when they're playing well, which they have been for the last 2.5 months, whatever. Fuck them anyway. Eagles.
That's straight across the sense of bet. You take the Eagles minus 3.5 as well. At this point, the hating has not gone well for me either. Just betting against them, I lose. Betting for them when I feel like I'm coming around the corner, I lose. I'm just going to lean into how awesome it is when they absolutely murder, 80 to 90% of the people they play in the regular season and then get spanked at some point in the playoffs or in the postseason or whatever. So that's maybe more entertaining to watch that fan base go through that roller coaster than just being bad in the regular season, because then it's Philly, they just give up and stop watching. So Eagles minus 3.5, and I bet against the Commanders for the playoffs. So
Yeah, I'm taking Eagles minus 3.5. Eagles are just a better team right now. They're playing. I think they're probably the team to beat in the NFC, and probably it's either them or the Bills for the best team in football. And I would probably take the Eagles over the Bills right now. And also, Commanders with a rookie quarterback. Rookie quarterbacks haven't played this many games like in a season. They don't do that in college. Well, I guess now they do, but Jaden Daniels hasn't. So, I would imagine his body's going to be kind of fading a little bit. He's not going to be making as many plays. So, give me Eagles minus 3.5 in this one as well.
All right, and our last game of the week, Sunday late slate, Vikings minus 3 at the Seahawks, over under 43.5. Vikings got to win, stay in the hunt for the 1 seed. Seahawks are tied for the NFC West lead. They are losing that tiebreaker to the Rams right now, so could really use a keep pace win, whether it be for that 7 seed or for the division. I forget who it was. It was Colts and somebody earlier this year was the Lewis Bowl. This could be Lewis Bowl Part 2. This is 2 teams that I just fucking get wrong constantly. And because of that, I'm going to take the over. I feel like I think part of it is just like waiting for Sam Darnold to turn into a pumpkin or back into a pumpkin. But a thing that I think is becoming like hot in the streets this year is how good of a coach Kevin O'Connell is. And I need to just start trusting that his teams are always going to be like pretty solid and still be able to put up points. And if you look at who's around him on offense, like even if he throws 2 picks in the first half or whatever, like they're still live to score a bunch of points. Is Geno playing? That might
I don't
change
think
things.
so.
Oh, I might want the Vikings then.
But I don't know for sure.
I haven't heard anything that he isn't playing.
You know what? Sam Howell's a gunslinger. I'll still take the over.
I see 3 hours ago, Geno Smith getting better every day and expects to play versus Vikings.
Okay,
Huh.
there you go. This feels like he's gonna have a fucking. He's gonna look like a shell of himself back there, and this game's gonna be 10-3 at the half, and I'm gonna be dead as a fucking doornail. Go ahead.
I was confidence. I like the Vikings here. I think at this point in the season, after the disaster of a week I just had, I think, touchdown Broncos. I think I think I'm just gonna start betting on who I think the better team is, um, for the most part, and I think that's the Vikings right now. Um, since I feel like I didn't believe in them as much earlier in the season, but since they've like really gotten Jordan Addison going, that kind of like, well, not even since they got him going, since Sam Darnold like remembered he was on the team. I feel like the offense has just looked better, spreading the ball around a little more, and I thought they've looked good recently, and I'm just going to keep betting on them.
Jordan Addison is like a boomer bust goat for fantasy.
He is.
It'd be extremely frustrating to have if you were in a league where you didn't have to start him each week.
Yeah, he scored me 41 points to get me into the playoffs, so I was not frustrated with him at that point.
I scored the most points in the whole league the other day in the poop bowl in the poop bracket.
Also, I may have I was crashing out about it in the group chat a little bit, an all-time bad fantasy loss. I lost by 13 and 12 or 13, and the Lions defense scored me negative 16 points.
Dude, I lost. I was very close to one of those. I had JT and him just fucking throwing the ball off to the side at the goal line cost me 8.1 points, and I think I lost by like 9. So it was.
Oh, yeah.
He either scored it and I was going to lose by less than a point, or I don't fucking. That was a shitty Sunday night game. Watching Bijan just do nothing. He didn't do nothing. But
the Falcons are just a shitstorm, but I have Michael Penix, jorking my Penix. Maybe we'll carry that into the next year. The Vikings are a team I've been betting on all year, like the Bucks, kind of. I think, and I feel like the Seahawks obviously have shown. Like I feel like they've played a lot of games really well, but for some reason they're all against these kind of top tier, not necessarily juggernaut teams, but contending teams. They always have really close spreads, which kind of surprises me every single time that I see it. And I feel like it really makes me want to pick the Vikings. I also just looked up the weather in Seattle. I thought maybe it would be brutal. Not that Minnesota, guys who play in Minnesota, even though it's inside, it's still being like the 50s or whatever out there. So it's really not that bad. I like the Vikings -3 here. Maybe Sam Darnold is just a top half guy. Maybe he is just the 15th best quarterback in the league, and that's just what he is. I don't know. So Vikings -3.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a clean sweep. I feel like this line is like it feels too obvious of a bet, but just the Vikings are peaking and the Seahawks are like valleying right now. So I don't know. It feels like I'm gonna take a big. I already swung and missed last week on the Seahawks at home, so at this point I'm like, you know what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So Vikings -3.
there you have it. All right. Well, you guys can follow us on x.com, the app where everything everywhere is happening all at once on X. At Picks and Parleys. Have had some good interactions on there recently. You get the weekly picks and you get the dick pick on there, which lost again. Surprise, surprise. Both me and I did see Mags and Corey have both hit 5 in a row, and Eric and I in that time, Eric and I are combined 3 and 7. So
I
there
just
you go.
don't fucking. We're all above 50%, and we can't fucking buy one, dude.
Yeah.
It is
It should
crazy.
show you parlays, and I still haven't learned from it at all. So
Yeah, I got obliterated on Sunday, and I'm not the same man I was before. It wasn't
but
even. I didn't even have a heartbreaking one. They were just all fucking
yeah.
dead the moment I put them in.
Yep. Me too. And I thought I was gonna have a good week because I independently came up with the exact same early slate as Corey. And I was like, here we fucking go. And then it was just a fucking disaster. And then the late slate, it was everybody that I picked gave up an opening drive score. Every single
Yeah.
one. And there were 5 fucking late slate games. And it did not get much better than that.
I was in a bad place at about 4:30 p.m.
I think I
Yeah.
had one breaker. I'm trying to think of it.
But yeah, also follow the Instagram, also at Picks and Parleys. Get the picks on there as well, and clips from the show. And then the TikTok, is it banned? Is it not banned? I think we might find out pretty soon here. But for now, you can follow on there. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, for now you can follow on there. Also, I guess programming note, I think we're probably not gonna. I'll probably put out a graphic for picks, but I think we probably won't do a show next week, right?
Yeah.
Because our normal
Yeah.
recording days are like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Like, so we're just probably nothing next week, and then maybe get back at it the week after that.
The week after New Year's.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I'll be around at least.
Yeah.
Eric won't be. Eric will be partying his life away.
True.
I'll be back Thursday.
All right. So maybe that's it. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, probably nothing next week. But as for this week, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you all next time.